Okay guys, hello, my name is Denis and today we will learn how to code on C Sharp, some of the basics. First, let's meet with the software we will have to use to code on C Sharp. It is called Visual Studio. Not Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio. Okay, now you come here and you download the community version because professional and enterprise are paid versions of Visual Studio. Community is absolutely free. So you come here, you download it, and from now on it is super easy to download it. So I have already my Visual Studio on my desktop, so let's begin. First of all, we have to create a new project from here. Okay, if you have a folder, you open it or project. So we have now to create a project. Create a new project. Okay, you see all these templates. We have to search for console app like this. This is what we'll be using in the entire course. So you need only this. Uh, let's name this project first project, like so. I will save it on my desktop. You can change the saving location from here on the three dots. Okay, so we place them in the same directory and we hit create. Now it is creating the project. I will leave a link in the description below so you can download the Visual Studio community for free, and let's make it easier. Okay, first of all, let's start with the basics. This is your main method. We will write every piece of code in this method because it is what is being executed. Okay, let's start with the variables. There are different types of variables. For example, if you have to store data for numbers, it is int, like this. If it is for text, it is string. If it's for only, not for text, but it's only for characters, it is called char. If it's for decimals, for decimal numbers, it is decimal. If you want to save whole numbers with int and decimal, there is a variable called double. It saves whole and decimal numbers, so it is universal for the numbers, but better use int for whole numbers. Okay, so let's pretend this this is your main method. Okay, this is your main method. So when you type int, it is creating a place in your data of the computer. So you want your variable to be with the name first variable. Okay, so now you have a variable with the name first variable. So you come in here and you type its value. So maybe we can type 56. Okay, now if you want to create some other variable, we just simply do this, and if it now let's pretend this variable is for text. It is the second variable. Okay, and we can write only text. For example, we can write numbers and text and whatever we want. We can write special characters and it will count it as a text. But in the variable for numbers, in the int, double, decimal, you can write only numbers, because if you write this text, it will give you error, and the program will not execute properly, and it won't execute at all. So okay, let's come in Visual Studio and do this. I will show you now the syntax. Okay, this is int. This is for only whole numbers. For example, this is your place in this storage. So you can have good, for example, a good only of the type bread. You can have white bread, you can have black bread, and so on. So we call this variable a, and it is equal of 5, for example. So what we have done now, we have created a place like this. Then we have named it, so it is called not first variable, but it is called a, and its value is 5. So in here we have 5. So and on the end of every line in C# we have to add a semicolon. So we have successfully created the variable a, which is a whole number. I am waiting it for compiling. Why it did not start? Okay, so here is the 5. We have successfully printed 5. So to print the things you do in your program, you just type console.writeLine, then these brackets, semicolon, and inside you write whatever you want. You can write primer nu, for example, variable a is equal to, then with a plus sign you add a. So now it will print to us the value of the variable a. Okay, let's see now what we have done. Here it is. Variable is equal to 5. Or if you don't want to write every time console.writeLine, you can just simply do this CW and double tap it. Double tap like this tap. Okay, so now we have successfully created a integer. So if you want some for example decimal number, you will write decimal b equals 6.5 comma. What we have wrong here? let's see with double. Very strange. Let's see what's okay, so you have to write M on the end. Okay, CW, tap. Let's write only the B. Come on. Okay, here it is. Okay, we hit a little error here, I don't know why, but we have to write M on the ending. So I personally prefer to use double instead of decimal, because it can hold whole numbers. Okay, it can hold also, like you saw, decimal numbers. So we write B, we want space here, plus C. So now what we will show you is 45, here it is, and 4.6. Okay, this was a pretty good thing. So now if you want to write a variable for, if you want to declare a variable for text, we have to write string text equals, we have to write the double commas, or however they called, and in here you have to write your text. My text, as you see, we can write numbers, we can write special characters, but we have to be very careful with this one. So yes, we have a mistake here. So to add these brackets, we have to use this, yes. Like so, to add them. So what will print us now? Nothing, because I forgot to add to print it. Okay, here we go. As you see, my text, the numbers, the special characters, and those lines don't appear here on the console, because these lines are used to tell the compiler that we will use these special characters, because then it can go crazy as now, and it doesn't know what to do, so we have to tell it. Okay, pretty good. Now we will create a character, only character, the character C, for example, but we use the single quotes. Here it is C, so we will write here C. Here it is C. Okay, basically it is this is for the first episode of our courses, and yes, here it is B, some text, and this is what we do. A plus I do this here for just adding a space between them because they will stick together, and I won't understand anything. I will space d space plus c. This is pretty long. I will show you how to shorten out this text here so you can print them in shorter text. So this is it. 5 is A, 4.6 is B, some text is D, C is C basically. I told you without the spaces they will stick together like this. Okay, you may see it good on the programming sheet, but you won't see it good on the console, as you see. And something very important. If you write directly A plus B, it will add them together, so it is 9.6, and there is no space between 6 and some text, and some text has no space with C, so it is pretty ugly and it is not functional to do this. So you can, now I will show you how to do this. You add this dollar sign in front of everything, and you basically write A space, this is your space, B space D space C. So this is playing the role of the plus signs with the spaces. With this you can enter those special characters. Without it, it will print just this A, B, D, C in here. But if we add this here, it will print our variables like this. It is very beautiful, like so, and it is shorter and taking less time to write it. So thank you for watching, and this is for the first episode of our series of course, and I will see you in the next one.